Hello everyone, it's C66, your underpaid, undertrained, and undersure mechanic. We have Juan here, and I'm showing him how to change his ignition coils and spark plugs on his 2018 Honda Accord Sport with the 1.5?
Yes, sir.
4-cylinder. So, first thing we did, we unhooked the ignition coils. He's already taken out these bolts, and these are all 10mm for ignition coils. And like I was showing Juan, and Juan will demonstrate, when you go to remove an ignition coil, you don't necessarily want to yank it, you want to rock it back and forth. That way you don't break it, unless you're planning to completely replace them, because you never know, you might have oil in the cylinder. Now when you're checking them, you want to see if there's oil. This one has no oil, so he's in good shape. He can still keep rocking them, but if you have oil coming into him, it starts to damage the electronics and the rubber and can cause a misfire. At that point, you want to consider replacing it. I'm going to pause the video and we're going to get set up to do the spark plug. Alright, now here comes the part that you definitely have to be the most careful, because you don't want to break off your spark plug. Now we've got a 5/8 socket on extension, and Juan is slowly applying pressure lefty-loosey, not righty-tighty, to break it loose. Now and with the longer ratchet, it makes it easier. There you go. Now this was harder for Juan than normal because the motor is hot, because we were just driving it. And if the motor's cold, these normally break loose. Now here comes the super long part of Juan just moving the ratchet back and forth. I'm going to pause it because this is the most unboring, interesting part. You can do this with impacts, but I highly advise against doing that, because you're more likely to damage the fragile porcelain and the spark plug and resulting cross threading. Oh, cool, we've got a spark plug. This one came out good like his other one. Doesn't smell super gassy, not coated with oil. All in all, she's running good. So Juan's got the spark plug with a little bit of anti-seize. Don't yell at me in the comment. I'm a believer in it, even if y'all aren't. So he's going to put that in the magnetic spark plug holder, which is your friend. He's going to switch it to righty-tighty, and he's very slowly going to feed it down in there until it basically sets on the tip of the hole. And then he is going to start tightening it. And when you're doing this, you can do it faster, but speed is not necessarily your friend. You want to tighten it just enough to get it tight, and then you're gonna get snug. Yes, I'm aware there's torque specs, but if you're that interested in doing torque specs, this is not the channel for you. We do hand tight, because I've done a lot of these. I'm coming behind him to check this, and this is the first time he's ever done spark plug. And as you can see, the ratchet's slowly getting lower. And the thing is, with all these extensions, he's basically reducing the amount of torque he can put down too. So it almost acts as a limiter. Now, if you really want to do a torque wrench, you can. I'm not saying there's a problem, but I have no idea what the specs would be. And then Juan's just tightening right now. And once it's good and tight, he's good to go. All right. I'm not going to show you all the other ones because it's basically a repeat, and I feel like you don't necessarily need that video. But it's pretty simple to do. It's right up here on top of the motor. Been Z66. I hope you enjoyed.